Madam, sorted out?
I have not got any replacement.
Well, okay. Mentally, we are prepared for 440 minutes. So start. Immediately start.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, Soumyajit sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
So happy puja beginning.
Thank you.
Where are you traveling for the puja?
I will be in Kolkata that time.
Oh, you'll be in Kolkata. Fantastic. You're in the hub of activity there. Then I
Yeah.
think, when are you traveling?
I'm traveling 30th September to 7th of
Then you are
October.
finishing it. Up to which time, sir?
7th October, 1 week.
So then post, I will tell my team to disturb you only post 7 times.
No,
Sir,
no
my only
problem.
request is I have a 10th, I have the evaluation meeting. If
Yeah.
you can just send us your evaluation by 10.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah.
By 9. Thank you very much, sir. Carry on, sir. Carry on.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay. The teams have joined.
Yes, sir.
All right. Which are the teams which is for which the presentation was pending? I think few teams finished all the 3 presentations. I think few teams finished 2. So I think we'll go with the ones where presentations are kind of pending over there. So I can see some chats.
In the chat.
Sharp Computer is busy with the assignments. Yes, okay, sure. I think we can start with you, Sharp Computers.
We can start with that, sir. By the time we'll give the exact details. We'll share the exact details who are on pending.
Sure.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon. And this is just tell me which presentation so that I will make a note.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Chetan, and my team member is Ashlesh, but he has his exams tomorrow, so unfortunately he was unable to join. So now I'll be presenting on the case 1, which is based on XR. So which I have chosen is the healthcare, and the name of my idea is Vision. So now I'm starting off with my presentation.
Okay, sure.
Yes, sir. So in hospitals, hospitals are generally complement and amplify the effectiveness of many other parts of health. Generally, they provide solution and treatment for the people who are having a particular disease, or they have different sections for every health problems and specialists for each of them. So the problem here is that few of the sectors where the treatment is one of the very important part of the operation, there few of the people who are not experienced enough or who are not well trained, they sometimes make mistakes, due to which we lose the lives. So in India, almost, this is just a rough figure, almost 1,95,000 patients die in hospitals each year because of preventable mistakes. So we can see that experience is one of the key factors which the doctors have to be, in their profile, which patients will be looking for. Normally whoever the patient may be, he will be expecting a good doctor who has a good experience on the other patients, and he will be giving the assurity that he can save you or he can give you the treatment well. So, and for that, one of the problem is that experience is a key factor. So what we have thought is that we can, give the experience through XR. So our solution makes the process of saving life more accurate, and the chances of making mistakes is reduced exponentially. So what we think is that we can provide a system where the doctor can operate on the real life based data, and one more system where we will be having an AR device which will project the whatever the doctor is seeing, so that the other people also can know the idea about that. Like the doctor will be wearing an VR set, and he will be operating on the virtually, and then by the AR projection system, whatever the doctor is operating on will be projected in the real world also. so that the people around him can also have they will be getting more knowledge about that particular situation also.
Okay.
And this will result in the reduced number of death caused by avoidable mistake causing due to the operation of patients. So our mainly targeted audience is hospitals across India. And so our product overview is that it is unique. So for now, it is just an idea, and we have a huge amount of scope for the launch. And many companies are not there in the market to provide such facilities. So our product is specifically dedicated to increase the experience of doctor. As I said, the experience is one of the key factors, so we'll be working on that. And it is first to the market. So as there is no competition, we will be having more room for improvements, and we will be having more opportunities to come up in the market. And it is also tested. As I said, we'll be having the collected data set, which will be almost related to like if the doctor makes a mistake while virtually operating a patient, whatever if the mistakes has happened, whatever will be happening to our real life body, that will be projecting in the virtual set only. If he cuts the wrong nerve or blood loss is too much, then whatever our body will be experiencing, that same process will be projected onto that virtual body. So that is thoroughly tested by the and thoroughly tested and designed with the help of professional experts from every part of the health sector. So now our business model is like I said, our software is based on research value and test success rate, and we believe people need more experienced doctors to operate on them. And our main goal is to reduce the mistakes caused by doctors by providing them good experience. So now our market overview is that this is just a rough figure where we can estimate the cost. So to set up a database and do all the software developments, so we will be requiring about these many figures for the investment. And based on that, we can be scaling up our business based on that. And here our growth strategy is that in January 2023, that is in the next coming year, we'll be distributing the software to the nearest hospitals which are around us. Like in our area only, for example, if we take within 10 kilometers area, there are nearly 6 to 8 hospitals. So we can approach them regarding our area. And whoever are interested, we can provide them the facilities of our software. And then after a few months, like here is just another overview. Yeah, after 3-4 months, we'll be gathering their feedback from all their experiences. And from that feedback, we'll be checking if any updates are required or any modifications are required, or how the user will be accessing the data, how the user will understand the data which is processed, and all the other factors will be taking in the feedback section. And then after 2-3 months, after deciding on the modifications or any changes that are required, we'll be distributing across the state. So that is the next step. And then after doing that, we'll be again checking for room for improvements after 3-4 months by gathering the. And then after a few months, we'll be by making whichever of the required changes are there. After doing that, we'll be setting up to the next stage, that is distributing across the India. And then after a few months, we'll be as the competition is not there very much, we can control over the market, and we can set up our base in the business. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
What about the marketing and the measure of success plan?
So our measure of success is that whatever the feedback we'll be getting from the users which are using, after providing them for the nearest hospital, that will be calculating later, sir.
Yeah, but then it's missing as a part of your presentation and as a part of your overall documentation, right? Because here I see you have mentioned everything in terms of what you will action, growth strategy, action, etc. But there is no promotional plan. There is no measure of success plan. Those were the two components of the case study. So basically there were 3 questions. You have answered the first one, and then the other 2 are missing. So means you have answered 33% of your overall answer.
So like the problem which I have faced and my part of solution I have given here, and this is just a market overview, sir. Like the competitions are also not there, so we'll be getting whatever the inputs from.
This is all fine. This is all fine. Your business model, your market overview, growth strategy, 2-year action plan. I think very nicely done, nicely researched, very nicely put together. Till that, it is absolutely fine. And in fact, very good work there. I think I was just going to say that, like, you have really sequenced it pretty well. But then as a part of the case study, this is all good. What else will you do, and how will you do? How will you measure success? That's missing. Unless that is there, then business case study doesn't hold value.
Okay, sir. I'll work on that.
Yeah. So I think you should work on that, and you should probably share it, if not present it, because otherwise this will remain as incomplete.
Okay, sir. Okay, I'll share.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
So second one is also there. I'll share that. One more is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. But do you have the same thing in second one as well?
No, sir.
That is, yeah. So you'll have to work on all of them and then kind of share it, right? Because otherwise, it will not help.
Yeah, it is there, sir. Will be shared.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Vijayashree. My presentation was case 2, virtual reality. My topic is on driving the automotive industry. Next. Our agenda is automotive industry, virtual solution, planning event, benefits of virtual reality events, measures of success. So what is virtual reality? Virtual reality is nothing but a 360-degree view, which whatever we view, it is all computerized. Customer can view in interior and exterior of all the different models, and also customer can also change the colors of the vehicle in just a matter of second, and also in the virtual showroom, and display the stock of multiple vehicles. And the graph shown here will show the marketing in the automotive industry accounts for 759 million, and forecasting the growth of 14,727 million by 2027 at cargo at percent of 45. The virtual for automatic industry solutions are VR and design. VR designs and prototype. Like VR solutions eliminate the physical mock-up and allows the engineer to experience the real-time collaboration and also design review. And on the same lifestyle, it shows the virtual 3D model for every remote locations. The next is VR assembly and operational maintenance. It is nothing but it ensures safe, security, and high risk maintenance activities, and predetermined proactivity maintenance, and such as predictive and preventive maintenance, and such as emergency corrective maintenance, and permits housework and workspace heavy fits. And next is VR HSSE and emergency response. It training the cover individually collaborative execution of emergency response plan, and also accounting physiological and physiologically human factors. And the planning event, we have some goals and target audience and virtual event platform, and even a event strategy. And goal means what goal you have to achieve, like what you have hope, and settling the objects, and key performance to measure event success. And also we have target audience, who you are talking to, who are your decision makers, and target group you want to search. And also virtual event platform research, virtual event platform providers to see which one suits you, and can translate your requirements to a virtual event. And next one is virtual strategy. Strategy means where you want to execute the product, and who are the sponsor, and what are the packages you have. The benefits of VR in automotive. The fast results, reduce errors and safety measures and increase efficiency, quality and compliances and accurate KPI. The first one is fast reduce. It reduces the time operation efficiency without involving the tons of money and efforts risk. And second one is reduce errors. Reduce errors means it is experiences amazing productivity and profitability by reducing human errors. And safety is safety management, operational and maintenance risk. And increased efficiency is nothing but improves the operational ability to respond rarely occurring the critical emergency operations. The next is quality and compliances. It enhances the regular compliances and provide product quality. The next is accurate KPI. It remotely accomplishes the training and certain codes while capturing the most accurate key performance indicators of trainees. Measures of success. Measures of something we have we have most commonly for success. Look at your account and book and check it if your customers are satisfied. Look up what your competitions are up to and assess the change in your client basis. Like a lot of people think revenue are solo determined of business success. That makes sense because business literally exists into the money. Looking revenue can tell how much you have and what you have generally income and relevant source and which provides a profitable than others. Checking if your customers are satisfied. One is best way is to go and ask the customer or contact the customer. If they are happy, they will come to your showroom and they will be happy. And next one is look up what your competition is up to. One way of you can measure your success is by comparing your past performance with how well you are performing, how you are looking competitor is better strategy. Because at the end of the day, you are competing with them. The access of the change is in your client base. This business development base that brings in money, but they don't seem to expand beyond. And the idea of conducting business activity. So we have the link on.
Okay.
So can we play this? It's a short video.
Yes, play.
As a software developer, creating quality code through the development makes you feel your mission. So what are the rules and best practices of low-level design?
Here you can see the real experience of driving, how virtually he can experience driving.
Okay, sure, that's fine. I think you can stop it here.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and this was case study number 2, right? You are presenting?
Yes, sir.
That is basically the case study around virtual events.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Yeah. So where is the virtual event? I didn't see anywhere in your presentation the virtual event. All I saw was like, theory, copy, paste and theory. I didn't see any practical application. I mean, I mean, these are not practical applications of a virtual event. Your question and case study was around, like, how would you conduct a virtual event? Over there, what would you want to talk about? That's a part of the content. That is fine. Here you're talking about planning event, measure of success as like, you will do a competitor study. I mean, these are all theory. What would you do? And this was presented by many teams in the past, and there were like many feedbacks that were given. I don't know whether you listened to those presentations or whether you were present in those classes or not, but then a lot of feedback were given. A lot of teams presented it very well. And a lot of additional feedbacks were also given to make it even better. So this is a like, I don't think this is making the cut here.
No, Soumyajit sir, I would like to tell you this particular franchise is Sharp Computers has fallen down visibly. They were the star status for the first 2 months, and they could have become the #1, but I think some laxity has come in. And I am also noticing that this particular franchisee is losing the star status. I will hold even the L2, L3, and L4 responsible for this. Suddenly, I have a feeling trainers have left them high and dry. And if Uday Shetty is there, he should listen that his center is going down. You will be last from the first. So this is how things happen when you have an internal things not working. So I will not hold students completely responsible for this. This responsibility will be shared by Prem Jyoti, Anupama Patil, Uday Shetty, and your L4. Students are just learning. You have left the students on their total this. So that is why Sharp Computers is falling down in my eyes terribly. And I rest my case here. I don't expect this remark from an expert that he is telling you some feedback and you people don't even bother to listen to the feedback. From the second position, you have gone to the 10th position this month. So God save you. Forget Kionix trophy. Whether I will give you a certificate or not, that also I'm not sure. I am very sorry to hear this from the expert that you people don't even listen to what the expert says. Thank you, sir. Carry on, sir. Carry on, sir.
Yeah. I think what you should do is you should rework on the presentations and then share it, email it or share it. I'll have a look. But take a look at all the feedbacks that were given, because first you need to understand what the case study is, then you need to think of, because we don't want to discuss theory here, right? I mean, theory, if I'm attending the classes, I can look into theory online and I can find it out. I don't want to listen to theory. So work with your L2s and work on these presentations and reshare. We'll have a look at it.
Thanks.
Okay. I think Kavita Computers is ready, and yeah. Who else is ready? Okay, Kavita Computers. Okay.
Hello, sir. This is Sachin and team.
Yeah.
Computers. So today we are going to present on for topic 2.
Your voice is breaking. You have to speak up and it has to be clear.
Hello. Am I audible now?
Yes, better.
Yeah. Thanks so much. So today we are going to present for project 2. My teammates case study 2, which is on virtual event. How do you conduct and how do you measure the success from this virtual event?
Okay.
I'm going to share the screen now.
Good afternoon, sir. Puja Patil from Kavita Computers Kalpurgi. So we are discussing about case study virtual event, and our L2s are Saujana ma'am and Abhilash sir.
Yep.
So first is here a virtual concert. So it's a performance that takes place in the metaverse or a virtual world, in which a virtual avatar is projected onto a virtual stage within a virtual reality. So it is a way for fans to experience their favorite musicians in a new and existing way. So especially under the impact of COVID, this seems like a new development. So in a metaverse, virtual humans are no longer bound by physical limitations. So an artist can quickly change outfits in a virtual concert or create a new stage by changing the environment in the virtual world. So with the more people venturing into a metaverse and more virtual pop stars entering our world, so the lines between reality and the virtual becomes increasingly blurred each day. So to watch a show, fans purchase tickets to watch their favorite musicians perform in the metaverse. When they purchase a ticket, they are given access to watch the virtual concert live. So coming to the next slide, so virtual event. So the global virtual events market size is estimated to reach $67.64 billion by 2030. So growing at a 21.4% from 22 to 2030. So the development of the market can be attributed to the growing performance for convincing the virtual events such as video calls, live chats, and video conference and online meetings as part of the day-to-day business activities to share the data in a real time. So the Asia Pacific region is expected to register the fastest growth of over 26% from 2021 to 2028. So the next slide will continue, Reshma. Thank you, sir.
Sir, my
Yeah.
name is Reshma. I'm going to explain about the virtual concert planning.
Okay.
First, identify the shows. Very first step in planning is to figure out the agenda of the event, where the event are scheduled across the day or multiple days based on the requirement. And in a day, event will be divided into smaller events which are not too long with enough breaks in between each event. In our event will be identified the number of events and the type of events such as brands, solo performance, audience, and audience interactions, etc. Then identify the performer, the performer and the present, the performer and the presenter. The performer and the presenter should be identified and should be reached out to sign the required MOU. Identify the sponsors, where concerts are extremely famous and would also attract the sponsors and identify and categorize the sponsors into a different classes based on the monetary value they bring in. Then identify the audience. The target audience should be identified, and the event invitation should be shared up. Also include the event and listen to that they can categorize and they can register and they can purchase the ticket for the concert they like the concert they like. Most suitable time zone. Next one is like if the audience are from the different parts of the world, their time zones must be considered before scheduling the time. Also, pre-recorded videos and captions could be translated into the different languages so that it reaches out to the more audience. Next, event registration and reminders. Once the event plan is finalized, the event registration page will be created and customer reminder will be set. So even social media pages would be used for creating a reminders for the fans. So moving on to the next slide, that is our approach to event planning. First, we should be well prepared by creating an event list, technical or details, various platforms. Details like if a new meeting platform we were using, then test is are one of the connectivity issue. We have to make sure that, so we consider it the attendance and different at the time zones. Give everyone a role where some basic roles of the roles to consider are producer, like question and answering, moderator, technical supports, etc. This will reduce the load on one person So next is monitorize our event. So virtual concerts will attract a million of our audience. Would widely would wide and could generate a large sums of a revenue, and audience will buy a tickets of their favorite artists to watch them from a live. Then this also involves an extensive promotion via various mainstream media, social media, creating a trending hashtag and etc. Event breakup plan. We should have a plan B for all the events. We should have the content backed up. The devices used for running the show, internet connectivity, pre-recorded video should have a backup to that. If one device is crashed, the other could be used immediately. Also, we should take care of the cyber security by implementing end-to-end encryption and also by using the cloud technologies as well. So that's thank you, sir. So further thing is been explained by Dharmara.
Okay.
Our agenda for event management. Various music bands from around the world can perform live during the virtual conference live simultaneously. Also, the major and famous actors could perform solo. Fans can pay for such a contest to loud and hear their favorite actors talking with them. And also artists can interact with the fans via question and answer sessions where a virtual platform could narrate the questions to the artist which they could be answered. Also, such a platform could be used for launching exclusive music albums which would be gather most attraction. Next. Now we will explain how we will provide our user to best exclusive possibles. The type of virtual stages would like to similar to the image you seen in this slide. Next slide will explain by this Shweta.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself Shweta.
Yep.
A virtual event let us create the stages and virtual worlds that are impossible to create the real world and based on the time zone and audience loads. In the day and night setting could be a dynamically set. The audience can then select the stages of their liking and watch their favorite artist present in a live in a virtual world. The artist could present in a human form or also in an animated avatar. So the virtual reality also allows this creation of a realistic stages placed to the some of the most scenic places around the world. On the right, you can see on a preview on the such virtual stages. This is the video. Next slide. The audience interaction. The audience interaction involves the live commitment. During the concert, audience or fans could commitment on the video in a real time. Fans can also share their experience on the social media from inside the streaming platform. And by choosing the right hashtag, the topic will be made available. Live question and answering section will help for fans ask the questions to the favorite artist. Live interaction section will let select fans to talk the artist, and this would make the entire experience more personalized and interactive. Along with these live polls and a survey will let us all understand how the event is going and what better step could be taken to enhance the experience. As controlled by the sir.
This is Sachin. So when it comes to the success of measurement, so regarding the virtual event, any So we have so many examples for the virtual events. The first important thing is uh, engagement. So how do we interact with the uh, audience at the same intent which we are trying to expect from the audience. So that is the main important thing. And the next one is the registration. So before creating any event, so we look for the a large number of audience registered to the virtual event. And for that, we go through a lot of social media engagements and adopt the applications which can adopt the registration, such as currently we can say so many virtual events happen across the world. So when it comes to accessibility, we can see so many websites which will host virtual events, so they can part as a part of their business models, B2B customers. So from those models, we can start uh, giving the audience to register, and success when it comes to registration. You can say, like, uh, suppose we have 100 or 1,000 registrations, and there is one good example which is email open and click-through rate, the CTR. So we send some of the around, we can say around 1 lakh registration email uh, request to the audience, and from there on, they will approximately, we can say 50,000 will open, and in that one 25,000 will register. So this is the model which works on the CTR. So every day we need to work on that. So to get the audience optimism and to get the number of registrations, and what is the business model which we are trying to attract audience, so that we can reach the maximum registrations for the any event. So that is the first one topic. And the second one is, we can say, net performer score. So when the live audience or the before going into the any activity or the virtual concern, so we'll set up some basic models, so that how do you rate for this one, what is the takeaway from this one, and what are the key points, so that we can, or the what is the ambience or the feel that any group of target audience will try to take away from the virtual event. So based on those surveys, we can start working on it and implementing those plans to improve the success. And some of the we can say measurements. So these are the some key points we can, by keeping those metrics, so we can improve the KPIs. So as I said, it's a KPI. So when it comes to participation, so as I said, we need a more number of registrations to feel the optimism towards the to host any concern, and even the investors also take a part, so that the more number of audience, so that they try to encourage and to come up with the new ideas, and we can reach out to any part of world to host the virtual events. And basically, even we can say a lot of even trying to do the same thing. For example, metaverse and Facebook shopping list. So those are the like real time happening virtual events. So from those, we can do it, enhance it by giving appropriate content to the audience, so that they can engage more. And the most important thing, as my teammates said, it's when it comes to time zone, it's very really important to consider as one of the key factor for the hosting. So different part of the regions have their own time zones. So when you're hosting any virtual event, make sure that some of the regions should both be on the same time zone, so that we can, or the manageable time zone for the attract the audience, and different part of the time zone audience. So this is the demo I'm going to show you. Hello. So this is one of the virtual concern which we have created. We can say for the stages at first. So these are the 4 stages which we are planned for the atmosphere. Yeah.
Sorry, Sachin, we don't see the website. Sorry for that.
Okay. One moment. Yes, sir.
Right now.
It's working.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah. So we have created the one of the virtual event. We can say this is the geographical picture pictorial, and now you can say the stages. So which we have created for the according to the audience and the content, we can post it any part of depending on the stages. So we have the 4 stages, and now when it goes to the lobby. So you can see the ticketing format. Currently, there are no any posting, so we can check the what kind of event which is going to host. And the timetable according to like what is the exact. Suppose if you are hosting any event, so that will shows up what is the hosting current event and what is the time zone for that one, so that we can prepare and we can start registering for any virtual event. So these are the partners and the tickets. So this is the just an example. So how do we create a virtual host for any music or any concert? So regarding this.
Okay. Okay, done, or you have more slides?
Stop.
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
It's done.
Oh, okay, fine. Thank you. All right, great. So I'll just share my feedback. So I think this is quite interesting. Firstly, you chose an interesting topic that is of music. I think that's a good like an example is what I would say. Very popular, very relevant. Then I think your last demo, the last slide of the demo which you just showed right now, that is exactly how virtual events are set up. And I think this is something which I was expecting you would be showing as a part of the case study, because that is what the digital aspect of the virtual comes in. So I think that was a good example. So well done on that aspect. Also, in terms of the research, I think you put together things pretty well. And there's a good teamwork which I could see, like, and everybody talking about like certain sections of the events and basically setting the tone. So I think this was well done, is what I would say. One thing you can definitely kind of do probably a little better or put together is, like, while you mentioned the measures of success, etc., but there was a lot of theory involved there as well. I think for measure of success, like, at least in terms of presentations, you don't need to have theory. You can just simply say, like, this is the target, this is the goal, this is the number, this is how I'm going to achieve. That's it. You had that, but on top of that, you also added additional theory, which could have been avoided. But otherwise, I think it was a very good thought through, good research, and a good interactive, like an example presentation. So that was good. That was nice. So well done.
Thanks.
All right. I think we'll go with CK.
Who is there L2, Dada? Who is there L2? Or Kavita?
Sir, Saujanya and Abhilash, sir.
Where is Abhilash?
Sir, yes, sir.
Where is Saujanya?
I'm also there, sir.
You are also there. Wonderful. Good job. Good job done, L2. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Carry on.
We'll go with CK Tech. Next.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good job, good job.
Sir, are you able to see, sir, PPT?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. I'm going to, I've taken case study 3, here India tourism industry.
Yeah.
And I'm going to speaking about particularly about Indian tourism.
Okay.
The mainly challenges are there is a lack of tourist visitors to India because there is no much information about the India, about the data in the internet, and so there is no much tourist visitors. Next, the role of tourism means here the tourism the listed below industries mainly depend upon the tourism itself. If we have to develop tourism, we have to develop travel industry and hotel for restaurants and airlines for traveling and local shops and employment creating opportunities in that places. So again, in tourism data, we can see that Hong Kong has a 55 million visitors in 2019. I've taken 2019 because after 2019, in 2020, Corona, that is COVID started. So I've considered 2019 data. And also you can see in UAE, it is 16.73 million visitors, and India, it's just 17.9. So why is this? Because Hong Kong creates more of data, and Hong Kong is 2000 times smaller than India, but still it is able to achieve a tourism, into the tourism. And UAE as their main stream is oil extraction, but they have after 20 years they don't have any mainstream of income for their country, so they are making a man-made tourism. But India has already naturally created tourism, so we have just need to improve the tourism. For that solution, I have taken big data and machine learning. Here I have chosen recommendation personalized system to reach out the crowd. Here the recommendation means I am considering age and activity, age as an recommendation and activity and season as the personalized, because everyone have their priority difference. In general purpose, I have classified as in 25 years, 40 years, and above 40 years. For below 25 years, they like more of going outside in the winter season and monsoon, and they more like adventure and trekking and camping and water sports they like. So I will choose them as under below 25 years, and lesser than 40 years means they like of boating, fishing, long walks, and visiting museums, history, and etc. And greater than 40 years means they more like of religious places, historical festival occasions. So that's why I've categorized and creating a machine learning model to this application and recommending recommending the people to uh, the data of the tourism to them in their mobile applications. And then content marketing means here we can develop good content marketing means a high level video clarity and audio clarity, and uh, then increasing and maintain customers engagement means once we have reached the crowd that is beyond the international level, then we have to maintain them for attract them to the Indian tourism. And also when when they have reached India and places, we have to accept the responsibility where to improve and where not, what we have to take decisions, and also take advantage of user generated content means the people who have visited there, they tag themselves in their ID about their places, they spread in social media. Likewise, we have to tag ourselves uh, in our user ID, so we can in single what we say in single content we can actually market in twice user IDs. Then what are I'm going channels is I'm using social media and podcast and video. In social medias, we have much crowd, that is Facebook has 2.8 billions and Instagram 1.3 billions. We can create live videos and short videos to reach out them. And in podcast, we can share about Indian culture and Indian heritage and what are our pros and cons of India and like that in the Spotify also, because more them are there are listening in the podcast also. In video content is YouTube, we can have YouTube bloggers and tourism team like that to reach out to spread the content of India. And online content, we have to create a website, and there we have to rank in the search engine optimization also by addressing the frequently asked question chat box and voice search in the website. And also when they have reached, we can also have their email to reach out to e-newspaper of India for monthly periods. And success measures, and we have when there is an increase in the foreign exchange rate, uh, indirectly the tourism have developed, as we can say. And identifying that foreign visitors and domestic means the total minus foreign, if we do, we can get a domestic visitors. And then the number of likes and shares in the social media platform, and also the feedbacks and reviews, the ratings taken on the application at the tourist places. So likewise we can improve the tourism in India also. Thank you.
Okay.
That's it, sir.
Okay. So, so I would suggest, I think your topic was good in the sense like you chose travel and tourism as an industry, and you actually did a good research showing the pre-pandemic data, because obviously the last 2.5 years there has been a little bit of low down. So you took 2019 data and you started your premise that way, so which was a good context setting. And then you moved on to just go back to your slide presentation again. I just wanted to show something over there. Yeah, just go to your slide number 3 or 4. Yeah, so this one. Yeah, sorry, the UAE. No, the UAE data, that slide number 4. Yes. So while Hong Kong is 55 million, that's fine. UAE 16.73, India is 17.9. So if you see, India is actually more than UAE. Right. So I think your initial premise of in India there not too much of travel tourism happens. While that may be true, but then your comparison point, well, Hong Kong is correct, UAE may not be the correct comparison point. Could be some other regions, right? Because
okay,
if you are,
but what is my thought is they don't have all seasons, sir. We have 4 seasons, that like all type of a season, and season, and also the naturally created tourist visitors. So they have a man-made where they are creating still.
Got it.
Not considered.
Okay. Then this is fine. So I probably missed that part. Then this is okay. Then this is that. Actually, then this is a good logic, because then you are correct, because if they have only a certain time, whereas we have our summer as a season, as a winter as a season, such a large country, then why not we are able to do much more, right? I think that's a good one then. Okay. Then moving on the next one, you also talked about using application that is ML, right, for your data crunching and data numbers. So I think this is again a very good idea, because if you really want to crunch the data, if you really want to analyze the data, then an application of big data and analysis in terms of the tourism industry to get the trends would be good, right? What you could have also done here is maybe you could have identified some trends, and you could have shown some trends. Could have been one of the ways of, I'm just thinking how could you make your presentation a little bit more exciting and interesting, right? So you could have probably showed something like that. If you're not shown, that's fine, nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying that could have been one of the ways of showing it. And then moving on to the next one. So you talked about content marketing, right? Now this is where I have a feedback. So I see, develop a good quality content, increase and maintain customer engagement. These are again known things. This is theory, right? My question is what would you do actually? So if you say develop a good quality content, you should then give example, maybe for tourism, what kind of content would you develop? Would you be creating a blog, or would you be creating an experiential content in terms of interactivity? Like one of the groups in the previous presentations, they also took tourism. They actually said by using a VR and a headset, how can you book tickets, or how can you book an airlines, or how can you kind of, plan your holiday. That was an interactive
Mhm.
experience, right? That is content. That is developing good content, right? So you need to give those examples which might be like, helpful, right? I think the feedback on this stage is like, you can actually think of what would you want to do and why would you want.
Con-
Yeah.
Okay,
Right?
content.
Yeah. Similarly, like, again, channels for marketing, while the research is good, this is a good starting point, right? Because I always say that, like, you should choose your channels based on the research and based on, like, what the channel has to offer. So this is great, right? But what would you do there? So if you're saying podcast content marketing, more than 60 million people listen to podcast, great data. Hence, you are recommending podcast. So then with your previous slide, where you're talking about marketing great content, then over there, maybe you can say my content is a podcast, or like, I will host the podcast on a Spotify, or I will host the podcast on certain Apple, like, or a Google podcast, etc. Right? I think those are specifics you can mention. Are you seeing how you're tying the dots, right? This is how you need
Okay,
to
sir.
tie the dots together, right? But the research is good, right? Same goes with measure of success. So if your content is X, if your channels are Y, then how would you measure? So in a podcast, you will have number of people who listened, right? So your goal should be increasing the listening of a podcast by X percentage. That is how you will measure your success. Or
Okay,
if you are,
history. Okay.
or if you are saying a video, you're promoting a video, then maybe the number of video views, right? Or if you are kind of, sharing what you call a blog or a PDF, let's say, right? For a quick, easy access, the number of downloads, right?
Okay.
So I think you should be specifying those as a next step. I think that's my feedback for you. But overall, I think the approach is good. Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Sir, with your permission,
Yeah.
let me tell you, this particular franchisee
Hmm.
has really shown a very marked improvement. First 2 months,
Yeah.
the kids were clueless, and if the kids are getting an appreciation from you, personally, if you ask me, I'm very happy. And Sharp Belgavi must take a note from this, that you were a star, you came down on your overconfidence, and look, a guy who was doing so irrationally, so badly, and suddenly they are coming to a star status. So this, take a learning that whenever you relax, you fall on the status. That means Sharp Belgavi, if something is seriously going wrong, and that can happen with any of the star franchisees, they will lose their position if you become relaxed. Because now the evaluation parameters are different. I am putting more on experts now. If experts evaluate you bad, then you are finished. Your star status is gone, and so is your Phoenix trophy. So please understand, it is becoming tougher and tougher now. And I'm very congratulations, CK Tech. L2 is Priya and Ankita. Congratulations to Kavita and Priya. Congratulations to both of them for doing a stupendous job with the students. Carry on, sir. Carry on, sir. Carry on.
Okay, I think Vaishali Computers, I think you are next.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually from CK Tech, other two presentation as there, sir.
Yes, we'll listen to you, but Vaishali Computers, I think, has one presentation to go. Let them finish it if they're ready. And then from CK Tech, we'll look into the other one.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Vaishali is ready, sir. They will start now.
Okay, sure.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, you're echoing.
Is it okay now, sir?
Yes, much better.
Present.
And this will be project 3, I think.
Sorry?
This will be project 3.
Yes, sir. It's a case study 3.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
So are you able to see?
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Soumyajit. My colleague Madhu will be starting from here now.
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yep.
Myself Madhu from Vaishali Computers. So we are here to present the case study 3 of content marketing.
Okay.
First of all, let us see what is content marketing. Coming to the definition, we all know that a type of marketing that involves the creation and sharing of online materials such as videos, blogs, and social media posts that does not only promote the brand but also intend to stimulate the interest more in products or services. So we have chosen a live topic on Felicity Detailing Studio instead of giving an experience of a demo one. So here we are representing it. Felicity Detailing Studio is a car detailing studio where they undergo different types of car services. The services they provide are car wash, car cleaning, polishing, coating services, paint protection film, foam wash, steam cleaning, car spa, lamination and cleaning services, etc. So next we'll be seeing a video to know the experience, how do they do. Sir, is it audible?
No. You have to stop sharing and then reshare with the checkbox. Only then it will be audible.
Just a minute, sir.
No, it's not audible. Anyway, let it be.
Okay, sir.
That's fine. I understood the video. So move on.
So rest next, Abhijit will be continuing from my team.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Abhijit.
Yeah.
So here, let us know what are the strategy of marketing that we have taken for the content marketing strategy. We have the one main thing first we need to create the content, and then next we go on promote, and the whatever and the promotion that we use, it may be through the video or the images or any social media premises it may be let us take example like a YouTube or a Facebook or an Instagram. So first we need to create and promote with that, like sharing to all the people or in the public. Then we need to go on convert in the sense like we just we get all the information like the contact numbers or the customers who are preferring to opt the same facility. They will be getting they will be filling the feedback forms or the form where they will be mentioning their name, the contact number. We will be having an Excel sheet that we will be receiving. Then we go on convert them, like calling them, giving certain complete features of what all we have and what all they can obtain and where do we locate and what they are like to take out. Then once we convert them, we need to just directly direct them to the place where we can show them the live demo. Once it is done with the live demo, we need to take out the feedback from the customers so that we can improvise ourselves, which makes the main business to improvise and get on in the good way. So these are the three content that the Felicity Detailing Studio have used moreover, like first they create the videos and images, the photos and everything, and they go on promote, post in the social media, and then they convert the whatever the contacts and the feedback they get from the customers, they convert them to approach and give them the best quality. So the different types the marketing that we use to promote is one of them the YouTube promotion, Instagram, creating the Facebook pages and to promote and link all the social connectivity websites like just dial and LinkedIn. These are the some websites where we can go on link to the social media and promote to the feedback videos like whatever once the customers have come to the place, once they have finished with the services, we need to take out the feedback that whatever it is, it may be the small or the big, whatever they give, we need to take out the feedback and we need to go on post and be transparent so that to increase the productivity level. Next, approach with the discounts and go on with the pick and drop options. In this, this pick and drop option is one facility where we have the Felicity Detailing Studio. The company they have used where the customer like instead of rather they come from the far places and go back, wait for the long time. The pick and drop facility gives them more easy way so that they can at least have good facility like they can we can reach to the customer, take the item, give a productivity and go and reach back to them. And the last one, just go and give the live demo to give what exactly you do in that. So let's take this is the one example the YouTube promotion they have done. They have the page of channel of Felicity Detailing Studio. So these are the some videos what they do, like whatever the services they do, they go on take the video and promote them so that the customers can reach out more. And this is one example for Instagram post where they can go on show off more and customers can get to know like what exactly is happening and how quality the services they are getting. And in the Instagram post, the one thing, the main we have is the hashtags. So these hashtags are the one where when customer try to search in the Google, like for example, if I want to go on take with a detailing studio, like I want to go on for a car wash, so I will go and search like nearby detailing studio. So the more when if I type detailing, then it go on search with the detailing nearby what we have. These are the hashtags that helps people to get the nearest the services store where we all use this hashtags and in the search mode they can approach us easily. And this is the one website the Facebook page they have and they go and promote even through this too. And this is the one promote the feedback, the video of the customer, like whatever the customers while giving back. This is one example video that we have collected with this detailing studio. The video with them, like they take all the feedbacks with the customer, each and everything. They store and see that they recap and get better. So even when we post these feedbacks, even the next upcoming customers will get yes, they are being some good and getting the pure quality of services. So that that would be more to approach. And this is the one example of live demo. Like for example, let me say like this is the one video example for scratching. I mean they are good in ceramic coating where if they get scratch on the bonnet with the hot sun and with the hot water, or else with it if we heat on that, it gets healed automatically. So this is the one example of healing technology what they have. They try to give a live demo. So once it is heated, then it gets healed, or else if the hot water that we pour, this is the live demo that I was talking about. Like when we go and give the live demo examples and post in the social media, that to help us to gain the customers more. Now next, regarding the financial success measurements, my friend Ravi Chandra will be talking about.
Good afternoon. Myself Ravi Chandra. We start with success measurement. Measuring the success using the lot of measurement strategies like the NTA and feedback, comments, and from PSI, promoter score. That on the basis of those measurement strategies, success measurement strategies, we are preparing the financial statement of the facility studios. In this financial measurement, it is show the financial position of the company, and this is the comparison between the 3 years, like 2008 to 2022, like 2018 to 19, and 19 to 20, and 21 to 22. Right? This blue one is the 2018 to 19. Receipts and payments. What are the receipts and payments in the facility and demo studio? In this, 20 lakhs are initially the capital in the capital initiated in the company, and the payments will be 50 lakhs, 20,000. That will be payment. Lot of expenditure in this initiative.
Sorry, I'll have to stop you here. So what are you trying to measure as a success here?
Yes, sir. The measurement
No.
of
What are you trying to measure?
success measurements. Sir.
What success? Success for what?
Profit, sir. Profit measurement.
Sorry, what?
Profit measurement using the content marketing.
Profit, right? So to measure that, like, you are going straight to the end goal. What about, like, what are the things, like, you are doing, and how will you reach this goal? This is a financial measurement.
Yes, sir.
This is not a marketing measurement. Where is your marketing measurement? Where is your content marketing measurement? What are the 5 things you have done in content marketing? How will you measure the success of that? Which will ultimately lead to this. So I think this is there any other slide after this, or this is the last one?
This is the last slide. Sorry, can you repeat the one that you are saying now?
Yeah. So see, this is the financial measurement. You are comparing between 3 years, right?
Yes.
Which is the end goal. In the end, this is what your CFO or your finance person will do, which is fine. But you are not a CFO or a finance person.
No, sir.
So you are doing certain activities. In the previous slides, I think you have wonderfully captured, like, in fact, very well done in terms of identifying the industry, like, in terms of the different types of content. You also showed, like, the various, I think you understood the question pretty well in terms of, like, what are the different types of content marketing you will do. Your topic was that, right? So content marketing in terms of videos, you showed a video. Content marketing in terms of social media, you showed in Instagram, right? I think you showed variety of those things, and you also had testimonials. That is also content marketing. So again, well done, right? Now, doing all these activities will ultimately lead to this, which is fine. But how will you measure the success of your content marketing is not this.
Actually,
yeah.
It's the one difference that we wanted to show. Like 1819 was the first initiative they have started in the 2018, sir. So at that time, this was before the content marketing. I mean, they were completely new. They were not into.
That is fine. That is fine. As I said, ultimately it will lead to this number, which your finance person will evaluate. But what will your marketing person evaluate? Right? Okay. Or tomorrow, if the technology person asks you, okay, you know what? We have done so much of innovation in technology. You are doing a great marketing. How are these actually, like, impacting? So can you say that by doing a content marketing, the number of people who came to the for more of the spa increased by 20% or increased by 10%, correct? Then, like, by looking at Instagram post, number of people engagement increased by X, which led to more people coming and doing the card spa, right? Or looking at the video testimonial, there were like 50,000 walk-ins, right? These then led to the ultimate goal of this. So this should be your last slide, but before this, there should be other slides which talks about the measurement of your activity. That is important.
Yes, sir. In that I understood like whatever we have posted it, maybe example like Instagram, maybe the image. By seeing that, how many have reverted us back?
Yes.
And what impact it has been?
Correct. Correct. So how many has reverted means, like, let's say, for example, there are 20 people or 30 people or 100 people who has reverted. Out of that 100, 50 people came in for the card spa. Because 50 people came in for the card spa, hence in 2019, something has gone up. Hence in 2020, something has gone up, right? It is all, so it's all connecting the dots.
Yes.
So I think you got the logic. It is just that middle portion of success and measurement is important.
Yes.
Measurement of the activity is important.
Sure. Yes, sir. I got it.
Yeah. Otherwise, good presentation. Thank you.
So one enhancement for the case study one that has been done. Can you present it?
No, I think there are some other teams which are waiting. If we have time, we will, or else you can send it via email. You can ask the centers to send it to me. I will have a look.
Thank you.
Okay, CK Tech.
Yes, sir.
CK Tech.
Can we present, sir?
Yes.
So is it screen is visible, sir? Sir. Screen is visible, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Myself, Deepa.
Yeah.
And today I'm going to explain about virtual reality in healthcare. I'm from CKTech, sir.
Yeah.
And then the first, why we need a virtual reality in healthcare industries? Because nowadays the people were going to medicals, that is hospitals. Too many people are going to hospitals, so that virtual reality gives a best way to increase their health issues, increase their health, and then to improve their health, and then next. One second, sir. Sorry for disturbance, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now we will let you know that virtual reality. So I have selected a particular field, that is virtual reality in Dharma. So that the Dharma means some post-traumatic disorders, patients do not benefited from a imaginal exposure therapy. So one possible approach to research such patients are a virtual trauma. So that the trauma means the physiological trauma is a response to an event that the person finds a highly stressful. By giving a virtual reality to the patients, though, so that the patient easily come out from the trauma, that is a stresses. Sir.
Okay.
Sorry, sir. Actually, my screen is not working so properly. So in this picture, we can see that how patients and the therapist will be worked under a virtual reality. So a patient will be given that a head-mounted display and a vibrating platform, and the therapist will be telling that to the patients how it will how the stress is released and how that patient can be come out from the stresses. And then we have a challenges on applying a virtual reality in Turma, so that the people will get addicted to the virtual world. That is a major problem, and then it is quite expensive. And then for addiction to the virtual world, um, and compared to other addictions that is like drugs, gambling, so that the VR addiction can be controllable, whereas a drugs addiction and a gambling addiction will be not controllable. That is a physical and a mental. It will be affected to mental and a physical health. We can see that in a graph, what age did the traumatic event happen. For childhood, it will be 26%, and adults, that will be 15%, and then early adulthood, that is a 32%. From this graph, we can see that how the people will be addicted to the virtual world, so that we can for that problem, we can overcome from that by applying under scientific control. VR addiction may help to achieve the positive outcomes. For example, for a particular patient, the particular patient will be adapted to both real world and a virtual world. That will give a moderate pain to the person. When a person is addicted to the will completely give attention to the virtual world, that will be helpful to the person to overcome from the addictions. And then we have a success. Before applying a VR, the people are facing a very stressful life. So that by applying a virtual reality, we can see that the overall 171 million users in the worldwide, and then in the US, that is 15% of the country population, and then in America, that is 47% to the familiar VR, and then worldwide has a contented treatment. So in that 90% people are said that they are decreased from stresses, and then 20 patient, and 16 out of them said that we are the best, and then we have not yet met a diagnosis criteria for a PTSD. Sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So my question is, like, all I saw was theory. What did you do? Or what did the team want to solve here? I did not see anything.
That
Because
is how
all you talked about, this is just data taken from external world and put it over here.
Is that is how we can overcome from addiction of the virtual.
That is something like which I can do a Google search and I can learn. Like what are you presenting to me?
Like what you're saying, I didn't understood, sir.
What was the question? This is case study number what?
Case study 2, sir.
Case study 2. What does the question say?
Question says that take one industries and identify the problem and get solution from that, sir.
Yes. So you have taken the industry, that is fine. You identified what problem? Addiction to virtual reality or healthcare? What was the problem?
Addiction to a virtual that is
Okay.
events.
Okay, fine. So then, build a solution around it. What is the solution to the problem? What have you built?
Solution.
What have you
Solution
built?
for that. We have to build that solution for that, sir.
Yes.
Oh,
That is the question.
I didn't know that we have to build a solution.
I mean, the
sir.
question clearly says build a solution around it. Point number 2.
Yes, sir.
So where is the solution? The solution by saying that when we apply VR in properly managed under scientific control, that is general. That is anybody will know. Anybody who will do a research will know. What have you done? Where is your technical application of building a solution? The other teams who presented this, they built a solution around it. They said that we will use this, and this is a solution, customized solution, and hence this can work for this, right? So there wasn't any. There is no business value proposition. You haven't mentioned that after building the solution, how will you actually sell it, or how will you actually market it, right? And then of course your measure of success is also not there. So that is only taken from research, so and so thing happens in US and all those things. So no, this presentation is not up to mark. And I think the L2s, we should just notice it, please. I think this needs to be a reworked.
Okay, sir.
Okay, all right. VVS computers.
Sir, who is this center? Soumyajit sir, who is this center?
CK Tech.
CK Tech is not doing up to the mark. The second presentation, right?
Yeah, the first one was good, tourism. But the second one was
okay. Thank you, sir. I will keep Kavita and Priya informed. Thank you.
VVS computers.
Hello, sir. This is Asma, L2 faculty from VVS, sir.
Yeah.
They are presenting, sir. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Bhagya and Sharada, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir.
Yep.
Myself, Bhagyajyoti from VVS Computer Center. Today, my presentation is about case study 3, content marketing in healthcare industry. Next. Presented by Bhagyajyoti Sharada. Next slide. First, we know about what is content marketing in healthcare industry. Healthcare content marketing is a digital marketing strategy. Content marketing helps hospitals and healthcare providers reach and educated people through online content. Healthcare content marketing is useful because it helps with brand awareness as well as patient engagement and retention. Today, content marketing is an essential part of any digital marketing strategy, and given that healthcare is $1 trillion per year industry. And next. And thereafter, benefits of content marketing in healthcare industry. Content has the ability to create a positive experience for your potential customers and couple them to come back for more if your bigger capability. And content marketing can also generate leads when your audience views your content, they're more likely to purchase for your in the future. Additionally, sales to action placed directly in your content can generate leads for your sales team. And the content you post influences conversion. It helps your audience connect with you and give them the information needed to make educated purchases. And content marketing can positive your company as the authority of your industry. Next. And thereafter, the statement of healthcare content marketing. Compared to other sectors, it is taken the healthcare marketing more time to adopt content marketing in the course of 2 years. However, content marketing adoption has increased by more than 25% domestic that healthcare is ready for content marketing.
You are just reading the slides. What are you presenting? You are just looking at the slides and just reading it. You are looking into the slide and just reading it. Anyway, give me examples. Do you have any specific examples, or this is all theory? What will you do? When I don't want to know what is content marketing. Content marketing is known. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Because this is all fine. Create content that is shareable, recognized, etc. You can see in the adoption rate. This is all research and stuff. But what are you doing for the industry? That is missing. Who is your L2?
Asma, sir.
Asma, I think you should take a note of this. This
Okay,
is
sir.
this is primarily all theory, and we want practical applications, right? I think in the past, some of the teams have presented where there were some specific examples of content marketing and how you would do it in the healthcare industry. I think the industry is fine. It's just that I don't want to see any theories here. Right?
Sure, sir.
Question is what would you do? Look at this sentence: providing suitable content which answers to all customer questions. I mean, everybody knows that. Why would you even put it in the presentation? Right? So this is nothing but copy pasting from a research. So I think this needs a rework, Asma.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next team. Next team, who is ready? Or have we all finished? We are all done with Kyonix Karnataka. Do you know if you're all done or anything is left?
So we'll just check that. Just give me a minute, sir.
Yeah.
Satyam Technopark Bidar. Satyam Technopark Bidar, are you there? Ramesh, sir? Ramesh, sir, are they presenting?
Yesterday they prepared it. Yes, I will check. Yesterday I saw their
only one they have presented, so other two.
All the three they are ready. I will check it. All three presentations are ready.
Okay.
Yes, I will check with.
But they are not presented, sir.
Okay. I will take call. Just give me a minute.
Anybody else left other than Bidar? Kyonix Karnataka?
Srishti, one more presentation is pending, sir. Srishti inputted.
That is fine. See, as long as the teams have done at least 2, that should be okay, because they can send me the remaining also, which is fine, not a problem. But at least minimum 2 they should have done.
SSTP Bidar is pending, sir.
Yeah. So I think only Bidar is pending, which is okay. They can present. And also there were some presentations where I had given some feedback. They had to enhance it. They had to enhance and kind of share with me, right? So
Yeah.
I would request, like, after today's class, before I enter the marks in the Excel sheet, etc., if you can,
Okay.
like, collect all the presentations and folders, like last time you had given to me,
Yes.
right, in this thing,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes,
give
a
it to me
project.
in that, yeah, give it to me in those files and folders sometime, maybe in a
Okay.
next 2-3 days, whatever. And then,
Okay.
and those should have the final versions of the presentation. Like, if
Okay.
some feedback was given, that should be included and they should share with you, and then you can share with me. So,
Okay, sir. Okay, I'll inform everyone to do that, sir.
yeah. Otherwise, the teams which has completed 3, I have noted it down. Teams which have completed 2, that's fine. I think mostly it's done. I think except 1 or 2, so they can just email me. I think that should be fine.
Okay, sir. Okay, we'll inform.
Yeah. So okay, I think we can end the class today, 15 minutes earlier. You can take your time, and then you send me those presentations, whichever is kind of that. I think I'll evaluate accordingly.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right then. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.